Welcome to my YouTube channel, Family Drama Files. Please like, share, subscribe for more emotional videos.
The morning after my 18th birthday, I woke up to loud banging on my bedroom door. My father was smiling in a way that made my stomach turn. My mother already had papers spread across the kitchen table. My younger sister sat there grinning like she had already won. They believed the millions my grandparents left me would become theirs before the day was over. What they did not know was that while everyone was celebrating my birthday, the night before I had quietly signed one document that would change everything. 30 minutes later, their perfect plan collapsed right in front of them. When I turned 18, everyone suddenly acted like I was the most important person in the family. My parents threw a huge birthday party with expensive decorations, music, and food. Friends, relatives, and neighbors all came to celebrate. People kept asking why my grandparents were missing. I smiled politely because only I knew the truth. My grandparents have passed away for years earlier and left me a life-changing inheritance worth several $1 million. They always warned me that money changes people. At the time, I never fully understood what they meant. After the party, my family insisted we celebrate privately. My father raised a glass and said our future will finally begin tomorrow. My mother hugged me tighter than she ever had before. My younger sister kept asking what kind of sports car I planned to buy. Something felt wrong. None of them were asking about my dreams. They only cared about the money. A few months before my birthday, my grandparents' trusted attorney had quietly contacted me. He explained every detail of the inheritance and reminded me of one sentence. My grandfather wrote in his final letter, "Protect your future before you try to protect anyone else." Those words stayed in my mind. Instead of rushing into anything, I met the attorney on the afternoon of my birthday before the party even started. Together, we transferred the entire inheritance into a professionally managed trust designed to protect the assets from pressure manipulation and reckless spending. I remained the beneficiary, but no one else could force me to hand over a single dollar. The next morning, everything happened exactly as I feared. My parents placed legal documents in front of me demanding I had both of their names to every account. My father claimed families should never keep secrets. My mother said I owed them because they raised me. My younger sister laughed and started talking about vacations, luxury shopping, and a bigger house. I calmly looked at them and said there is one problem. The money is no longer sitting in my personal account. It is protected inside a trust. The room went silent. My father's face turned red. My mother demanded to know who convinced me to do this. My sister accused me of destroying the family. Minutes later, they called their own lawyer, hoping there was a way around it. Their lawyer listened carefully, then delivered one sentence that changed everything. There is nothing you can legally force him to do. The silence that followed felt heavier than any argument. For the first time, I realized my grandparents had protected me one final time, even after they were gone. Over the next few weeks, my parents stopped pretending. The phone calls became angry. The guilt trips became constant. Some relatives sided with them, while others quietly admitted my grandparents had probably expected this all along. I eventually moved into my own apartment, finished college, and invested carefully through the trust. Years later, I built a successful business and used part of my income to create scholarships in my grandparents' names. Because they believed education changes lives more than money ever could. Looking back, I realized my greatest inheritance was never the millions. It was the wisdom to protect my future before someone else tried to control it. Money never reveals character, it exposes it. My grandparents did not leave me millions because they wanted me to be rich. They left me a chance to stay free. The trust protected every dollar, but more importantly, it protected my future from people who believed love came with a price tag. That birthday was not the day I became wealthy. It was the day I learned that real family never measures your value by your bank account. Please like and subscribe.